Okay, Mr. Taufik here. Today I'm going to talk about how we are going to do our notes for this coming revision package. These notes will be checked by me, Madam Niza, Mr. Errol, for the 3G3 Pure, 3G3 Elective, and of course 3G2 Elective, so that you have your notes ready for the upcoming end of your examination. Okay, so let me just go through with you some basic idea on how notes can be done. Number one is, of course, you must have your textbook with you. So for the 3G3 Pure and Elective, the G3 boys, you should have your GIEL, Geography in Everyday Life, your tourism textbook, and of course for the Pure, you should have your tectonic textbook. Okay, and for the G2 boys, you should have your GIEL and your tectonic textbook. Okay, so when you are taking your notes, there are three criterias or three steps that you may want to try out or identify with, so that it's easier for you to do your notes later. Okay, number one is you must categorize your content using the success criteria. So once you start reading your content, then you must highlight your SDEE. Okay, some of the content may not have an E, so you decide whether it is important to have an effect or no effect. All right. Then the question states, how much must I put? How much must I highlight? As long as the definition and the example can make meaning of your particular factor, we are okay. Alright, so I repeat again, as long as the definition and the example can make meaning or can support the meaning of your factor, we are okay. If you look at the technical terms, or if you want to know the technical terms, it's about 15 to 20 words for definition, and example similarly 15 to 20 words for definition. Okay, now some factors may not have an effect. So how do you identify whether I must put effect or not? Okay, so if it requires a human being to be involved to do something, then there must be an effect. Okay, so if a human being is involved in doing a particular action in your content, in your textbook, then there must be an effect. So for example, if we talk about economic sustainability in tourism, yes, they want to ensure that there is jobs opportunities for the locals. Okay, once you talk about the locals, there is a human being involved, therefore there must be an effect. However, if we talk about tectonic, so I'm talking about explain the formation of volcanoes. Volcano, when the formation happens, there is no human involved. So the SDE method does not uh, suffice for this example. Okay, so you must be able to identify which content need effect, which content need SDE, which content just need point form. Okay, so you must understand that lah. Next, which then after that you have to identify keywords and phrases and sentences. So when I say identify keywords and phrases or sentences, is from the content itself. So the question might be first, sir, which words do I pick? Again, as long as the words that you choose make meaning of your factor, we are okay. Alright? But there are keywords that you must highlight and you must understand. Even the textbook will bold it. Okay, so these are the keywords that we must use. And of course, last but not least, you must transfer whatever you highlight on your textbook into a separate document. Okay, and then the question differs whether you are using concept map, graphic organizer, or mind map. Again, this is up to you to decide. For me, I like to use graphic organizers, but some of you may like to do concept map, tree map, mind map, and so on and so forth. As long as the highlighted paragraphs or the highlighted content you have from the textbook is being transferred to a separate document for better organization, then that will be a successful note-taking process. Okay, so watch the other videos to see how it works, how the sample note-taking works.